Here's a bottle of kombucha, but there's something special about it. Last year, I started experimenting, using Chinese techniques to transform simple local leaves into complex infusions. I created a whole range of local black teas. Well, it's not technically tea, but it's not tisane either. So I decided to call it black tisane. Now, the real question is, can you make kombucha from it? And will it taste extraordinary or like a complete failure? Let's find out. To make sure everybody is on the same page, let's first look at what is kombucha. So it's basically a tea infusion mixed with sugar and a culture of yeast and bacteria. You mix them all together and after about 10 days you get kombucha. Pretty easy. Also during fermentation the culture produces a SCOBY at the top, also called a mother. When I was doing my research I found that sugar is the main driver of fermentation and that the tea infusion brings nutrients for the process to go smoothly, but it's not like the most important part. So the question is, since my tea substitutes have different nutrients than regular black tea, could they also work as a substrate for kombucha? I found in this study that some people had success substituting the tea in kombucha with other things like coconut water. I mean, how crazy is that? So I think there's much hope that our black tisane might actually work. So for the first experiment, I picked 3 candidates. I took fireweed black tisane, hazel black tisane, and blackberry black tisane. The reason I picked those 3 is because in terms of taste, they were the ones that tasted the more like black tea. To make kombucha, it's pretty simple. You make a strong infusion, you mix it with sugar and water. Blackberry leaves, hazel leaves, fireweed leaves. And once the liquid is at room temperature, you add the culture. Luckily, because I'm used to making kombucha often, I have a starter ready to go. So I used this for this experiment. We could see that it kind of worked, and I mean all of them smelled like kombucha. But what about the taste? Now that I think about it, it might be better to try the regular kombucha using black tea and then compare it to the others. So here we go. Okay. So it's pretty good. We can feel that it's at the tipping point where it's gonna start to taste a little acidic because there won't be any sugar left. It's like kind of at this middle line. Let's compare it to blackberry kombucha. There is this little floral undertone which is very special to blackberry tea, but it is slightly more acidic. The fermentation went quicker on this one. Hazel leaves kombucha. I think the fermentation also went a bit quicker. It doesn't have a really good taste. Fireweed leaves kombucha. What's really interesting is that these 3 experiments were more acidic than the regular kombucha using black tea. But overall, the best tasting kombucha at this point is definitely the blackberry black tisane kombucha. I put this kombucha into bottles with a bit of sugar so fermentation would restart and hopefully we can get some carbonation. Let me save you some time. The taste didn't change and there was no carbonation. I mean, something obviously went wrong. So I was about to say it's just a failure, it doesn't work, and quit the experiment at this point. Because it was kind of disappointing. But hey, we are walking into unexplored territory here. We can't just assume it doesn't work. We need to think about how we could make it work. What we did here isn't just a failure, it's also data. So we need to become detectives. What do we know? Let's zoom out to get a clear picture. First, we used the same base for all of our kombuchas. The only difference was the tea infusion. After the first fermentation, the regular batch tasted balanced, whereas the other three were more funky and acidic. So the only difference here is the infusion. I'm guessing that our tea substitutes lacked proper nutrients to support the fermentation. Well, it's a good thing that we learned in my last video how to compensate a weak infusion by boiling instead of simply steeping. So I boiled my black tisane for 10 minutes to extract the most out of it. Also, I decided to narrow down the experiment to blackberry black tisane because it was the most interesting tasting one. You can see how the color is now much darker than the previous batch. Now, the second problem we encountered is that none of our bottles got carbonated during the second fermentation. I'm seeing 3 reasons why. First, the SCOBY was too dormant. The thing is, it hasn't been used for 4 months, and it is known that an active starter makes for an active fermentation. Well, that's easily solved since we just woke it up. So I put the new mother formed by our previous blackberry batch. The second reason is that maybe I didn't give them enough sugar, so I gave them a little more. And finally, I forgot to mix the batch before bottling. It seems that yeast accumulates at the bottom, so you need to mix it evenly before bottling, otherwise it might not carbonate well. But will all of this change anything? Let's find out. It's been about a week. Let's see if they're carbonated. I'm kind of scared. Oh, yes! Yes! It's completely carbonated. It worked! Holy shit! Whoa. This is some serious carbonation right here. What about the regular black tea kombucha? Oh, yeah, also worked. You know, there's nothing better than just a good homemade bottle of kombucha. That might be one of the first ever blackberry black tea kombucha ever made. Let's taste it. Can you hear this? Yes. Cheers. I'd say 10 out of 10, but I might be biased because of all the effort that went into it. So you get that tangy acidity from the fermentation that occurred, but you get that floral blackberry black tea notes, which is not present in normal regular kombucha. So in a way, it is very similar to kombucha, but also has that different dimension. But much better than kombucha you'd buy at the store, like 100% better. Well, if you like to experiment like I do, well, I'd say try the blackberry one, it's really worth it. If you're interested about making your own tea, don't worry, because I made a free mini guide which you can find in the description. Also, I know that some people are very interested about this subject, so I made a whole course where I put all of my knowledge. Links in the description if you're interested. I hope you liked this little experiment and I see you in the next. Stay rooted.